friends, MD Vegan. I make a fruit salad, a new one. My plan for fruit salad these days is very simple. A main part can be one fruit or more. Today I have a wonderful nectarine. I want to make a nectarine fruit salad. Here, nectarines. Oh, I love nectarines. They were in the grocery shop. They had them. I saw them finally there. I got a bunch and took them home. They're getting a little bit softer, riper. They have smell and fragrance now. Now time to use them. I have 3 nectarines now. I pitted them, cut them into small pieces, bite-sized pieces for a fruit salad. That's always a little bit work. And then I think, I have this new kind of dressing I tried last time. So the second part is a dressing, a creamy dressing. I have only one fruit especially, that makes the fruit salad more filling and keeping for a while, with nuts for example, and dried fruit. I have one now with cashews and dates. It's basically a date caramel, you could say, but not really, because I don't use all the caramel ingredients. Here, that would be a caramel, kind of caramel, the dates that taste so malty. That's very nice. I have 15 dates here, small dates, pitted. These are my favorite dates. Deglet Noor. And here's a handful of cashews. Usually I would make a cashew banana cream and use a little bit of date to make it sweeter. This time I leave the banana out, and that's the new thing. I already did it before. And I take mostly dates and take some cashews to make it creamier. Yeah. Like a little bit of cream caramel, you know, if you know how to make it. And I put, it's not like caramel because I put a lemon into there. It's a caramel kind of dressing, cream, but with a lemon it makes it not taste so much like caramel, because the sweetness and the malty flavor of the dates is balanced by the lemon. So I would say, well, caramel, yes or no, who knows? But it doesn't really matter. The caramel tones are there. The more dates you take, the more you have this wonderful flavor. I use the dates basically as a sweetener, but in this dressing, I use it as the main ingredient. So that's why I call it caramel-like. Yeah, for example, a real caramel you would make with pine nuts. Then you get closer to the caramel. You can take other ingredients too. But today, just dates, cashews, and lemon. Yeah. Mostly dates. And the thing is, I put some water in there to make it going, and then I come back. A moment. I begin with half a cup. I need a little bit more because the dates are dry. The cashews are also dry, nuts. So the blender takes some time. I hope it's not enough now. I have a cup, almost a cup of water, you see. Might be a little bit much. But I can take some of the water out to make it, there's no problem, just a little bit of water. A little less. Because it can be too runny, or I can always add a little bit of water later. But once there's water in there, blended, it's too late. Then you have more and more dressing if you want to adjust and so on. So better begin with a small amount of water. I have some water here. Save, and now blender dance. It really gives me a whole new idea of making this dressing. I always use banana as the main ingredient, the filling for the mass, adding some nuts to make it creamier, and then a date, maybe a lemon, whatever. Yeah, tasty. But now, beginning with the dates, is basically the same dressing, but completely different because no bananas and lots of dates. The options are endless. I'm just beginning to think about it. So, but that's the typical way I try something. I have now 3 ingredients. I have dates, I have cashews, I have lemon. Yeah, that's how I count it. The water, I don't count it easily. Water is something, I don't count it as an ingredient, but that's how you want it. It's such a systematic way to do it. Everybody does it in the way they like it. So, I have 3 ingredients now, and the first time I used this recipe, I used less dates and a little bit more cashews. So this time I use more dates and less cashews. And that's how I approach it. You know, I have 3 ingredients, the take 3 method. It requires a minimum of 3 ingredients. And then I can try now the measurements, more or less of each. And that's the idea of cooking, make it so easy. You have just a small number of ingredients, and all you do is you do different measurements. And it doesn't really matter, you know, when I make a dish now and have more dates, let's say, and less cashews, it's 100% delicious. Even if I had the other way around, little dates, a lot cashews, would also be delicious. Would just be different. And I notice now the difference, what would I prefer for what context? And you know, that's how I proceed now, and I can't go wrong with this. It's a very positive thinking, so to say, positive method, because you always have, you know, you have 3 ingredients, all of them are wonderful together, you know that. You tried it before, and now you vary from recipe to recipe, you make a little different just with the method measurements. And that's how I don't even need measurements, because it's so easy with this way. So let me taste it. It looks very nice. It's a wonderful caramel-like color, a cream caramel. Let's see what it tastes like. Wow. All 3 flavors are clearly there. The sweetness of the date is not very aggressive. For example, as compared to agave syrup, for example, agave is very high glycemic and very, you need a double amount of dates to get the same sweetness as with agave. So agave is very aggressive sweetness as compared to dates. White sugar is even more aggressive. I'm talking about that now. Now, just to compare, agave can also be nice. But now the date sweetness is not so aggressive, and I have the lemon, one whole lemon here in the foreground. So it's aggressive. The lemon is sour, aggressive against the sweetness of the dates. And that's nice because you have a little bit of a lemon in the foreground and the soft, mellow sweetness, the dates in the background, the caramel tones. And then the cashews come in. I also taste the cashews. I could now begin to take other nuts, for example. Different kind of nuts to make this, to vary this. Cashews have a very significant flavor. They taste like cream, a little buttery. So I have this now here, so I like it a lot. I will now use it for my fruit salad. It's just the nectarines. I put the nectarines in the bowl. It's so easy. And pour my dressing over it, the date cream. Show you what it looks like. It's not too thick, but I wouldn't need more water since it's clear, you see. I was right to take the water out. It's a nice one. And I would say the little sour flavor here with the caramel base is super for these nectarines. They also have a very significant flavor. The sweet and sour is really nice strong in nectarines. And that will be different tones of sour and sweet from the caramel and the nectarines. Looking forward to that a lot. It's a wonderful dessert or breakfast in this case. I have it as a breakfast. And it's so easy here. So I put it into a glass to serve it to myself and to show it to you. And then I have 2 parts now. I have the nectarine and then I have the dressing. That's 2 parts. Now the third part is a little jewel on top. Now, the third part is a little jewel on top here. This is the two parts, nectarines and the date caramel. And here is the top, the jewel, beautiful raspberries. I will just put it on top. That's the method. That's the method to make an easy recipe, a dessert or a breakfast. Just 3 parts, a nice fruit combo in the middle. Then you have a dressing, cream to make it more filling, keeping, and more variety. And then you have a topping, like something beautiful. That's just a raspberry, for example. You can have other things on top, blueberries, whatever you like. They're beautiful. It's so simple. I love these kind of easy breakfasts. It's so rich, so healthy, not difficult to get, and it makes me happy. Cooking can be so much fun, especially if I have a chance to share it with you. I wouldn't have done these videos or these recipes all the time without having friends outside there watching and enjoying it. That's my motor. That's you. And I want to make it easy for people to go vegan and to keep an easy vegan diet, because the animals, they are so important to me. I love the animal friends, and doing so much to them, we shouldn't. So having a plant-based diet is so much more help for the animals than anything else you could do. That's nice. And also we have the planet. We could contain the climate crisis. We all go vegan, and a big problem is solved. And of course our health. When will the government understand all over the planet that this is one of the biggest factors for health costs? The health costs are exploding because people eat the wrong food. In former years, decades ago, people were starving mostly. And so they said, how can we get the food to the people on the planet? Let's produce more and more industrialized. Now, the picture has changed a little bit. There are some rebuttals, of course. Hunger comes back to the world, but it will go away again. Projections are already clear. International community ramps up and wants to bring food to the people again. But basically the problem is now the different one. In the rich countries, most people don't starve now. They eat the wrong food and get cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, dementia. The health costs are huge, especially industrialized countries, the rich countries. They can't afford the people who serve for the old and who care for them. They can't pay that anymore. And then I watch the debates on TV. I say, okay, they don't get it. Okay, I understand. How would they ever solve the problem? We, as a society, how would we do it without going vegan? Because the diseases are so expensive for a society. So that's all why I think it's a nice little humble job to make vegan recipes, for everybody to have it easy. Don't talk much about politics, because I know they don't care for vegan anyway. So what can I do? I cannot be a politician because they wouldn't listen to me. but some people out there, they appreciate more and more the vegan diet. That's where I come in. That's my plan. I want to help everybody to go vegan and to keep it, to make the change and to have so much fun with it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my videos, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day and tell everybody to go vegan. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter. Also there. Everybody vegan now.